Kyle is with us to start off this hour in Davenport, Iowa. Hi, Kyle. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve, man. What's up?
Yeah, I had a question. I'm a union member, and I recently re-signed a contract, and they're giving us a one-time choice of, we currently are offered a 401k and a pension, and they're giving us a choice to freeze the pension for an increased match in the 401k. And I was just wondering your thoughts on that.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we would just try to figure out the math on it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So what is the increase in the 401k match?
So it's based on their return on assets per year, which 8 out of the last 12 years, it would be dollar for dollar match up to 6%, which I currently get 60 cents per dollar.
Okay, so it's a 40% increase. All right, so 2%. And what's your household? What do you make? What do you make with this job?
About 90.
Okay, so here's the deal: 40% of 6% would be 2.4%. You follow me?
Okay.
That's the increase. That's the increase. So 2.4% of 90,000. We're going to round that up and call it $2,500.
Okay.
Okay, 2.5% of 100,000 would be that. So we're just going to round it for easy math. Okay, so the benefit is $2,500. That's what you're going to get on a good year, 8 out of 10 years, 8 out of 12 years, or whatever. So then, what are you giving up for $2,500 a year?
The pension increases $48 per year of service.
$48 per year of what?
Of service.
So every 2 years it goes up by $100?
Just about, yeah.
And that's the amount going in, or the amount going in per month, or the amount coming out?
That's per year.
Going in.
Correct. To the pension, yeah.
So they will either add $48, or they will add $2,500.
Correct.
Well, that's kind of easy.
Yeah. And then they would freeze it at my current. I have 11 years in already. So
yeah, you're not going to get the increases. That's what you're giving up.
Correct.
Well, there's a cumulative effect of the increases mathematically, though, because it'd be 48, and then it'd be 48, and then it'd be 48. So every year it's 150 after 3 years.
Yes.
And how old are you?
34.
Okay, so if you work 20 years, it's still not going to be there. Still not going to be to $2,500.
Correct.
Per year.
And there's also one small other piece to this is they put into a retirement fund. Mm-hmm. They put in currently, if I kept the pension and 401k that I have, they would put in 3% of what I make a year into a retirement account once a year. And if I switched, they would up that to 5% weekly.
Man, they want you out of this pension bad.
Correct. But I also think it's going to be good for me in the long run.
Their pension's in trouble.
They're
writing you a check for what? What are we up to now? 10x, 20x to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out. I mean, I'll read the tea leaves on that puppy.
Yeah.
Here's the other advantage. The 401k over the pension is always an advantage before we even start doing the math. And the reason is this. You die, the pension dies with you. You die with $1 million your 401k, it goes to your heirs.
Yeah.
So you get to keep the asset when it's in a 401k. They keep the asset when it's in a pension.
Correct.
And so 401k, all things being equal, always beats pension. But this thing, this starts to be a slam dunk. You got 2.4% plus 3%. You're getting this thing. They're waving the flares, aren't they, George?
Oh yeah. And with how young he is, that compound growth is going to do him way better than the $48 a year in the pension. So I'm taking that.
Yeah. When you leave, you can roll your 401k, whatever's in there, the matches and everything else. probably that
Okay.
retirement plan as well out if you ever left the union. You could roll it out to just to a rollover IRA into some mutual funds. So I mean, unless I'm missing something with the numbers you're giving me, it's way more than a no-brainer. It's $2,500 for $48.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's a lifetime of that pension, but beyond that, like you're saying, it's gone when he's gone.
Yeah, and it's just
He can become his own pension at his age with how he's investing.
Yeah,
he won't need it.
I'll pass. Yeah, I'm gonna take their deal. I think they're yelling at you with the math. Please get out quickly.
Well, I'm sure you've
like.
seen pensions are going away year after year. Companies are moving away from that into the 401k.
Well, they're very difficult to manage, and the reason they're very difficult to manage is the regulations on them are extreme. They're not allowed to do anything that we would normally do with our investing because it's called too risky. They're not allowed to put the whole thing in mutual funds. Okay?
So it's very conservative.
They have to, because pensions in the old days would go broke, so the feds came in and over-regulated them to keep them from going broke to protect the people, so to speak. But in the effort to protect them, they've ruined the ability to operate a pension efficiently. So a pension typically is going to pay 6.5% to 7% rate of return out of it. That's basically what you're going to get out of it. And it dies when you die. But then you've got the actuarial table built in because it dies when you die. And so if you've got all the old guys are the major pension holders and they're all out there, this thing could get upside down. The young guys are supporting the old guys.
Kind of like Social Security.
The young population, yeah, exactly. It becomes a pyramid scheme. Because it's not earning enough to even cover the payout, and that's where they get upside down because they're overregulated. So I'm not predicting the end of the world, but a lot of people are moving away from pensions, and now even this unions are one of the last holdouts on pensions, but even this union is dumping it, and so I think they're yelling at you to run, and I believe I would.
If they're scared, I'm scared.
Take the hint. Oh, my goodness.